Obviously, you're sort of fighting at middleweight. I spoke to your trainer. He was like, maybe we could do 154, 160, and then maybe move up to 167. So, because you're only 3 fights in, there's a lot of ways for you to expand and obviously find your weight. But I want to talk about a fighter who's been fighting at them weights for a long time, Canelo Alvarez. He looks to move up to 175 pounds and looks to fight Kovalev. Talk to me about Canelo going up to another weight division to try to get a world title.
I have the utmost respect for Canelo. I love Canelo. He fought Triple G twice. A lot of fighters are so terrified of him. You see guys get in the ring. Dermanchico did a great job, but that's after Canelo. You see a lot of guys get in the ring before Canelo, and they kind of cower from Canelo. They kind of cower from Triple G. Like, they go in and they don't really want to fight him. Canelo went in there, he fought the first fight. I think it could have went either way. And then the second one, he made adjustments and showed how smart he is in the ring, how much experience at such a young age that he has in the ring. For him to go up to 175 and fight Sergey, I feel like that's just him putting icing on the cake of his career, of his legacy and stuff like that. And that's the type of stuff that I want to do. So when I see a fighter go and take those risks and do those things, as a fighter, you know the real risks of going up in weight. You know the real risks of you may not carry your same power that you carried at 154 and 160. You know, those risks are there. And you got to be a different type of human being to just completely forget about all of these cautions and just go and do it. So I love that he's doing that. It made me much more of a bigger fan of him, you know. And, you know, I want to be the greatest fighter of all time, but when I have respect for a fighter, I have no problem saying it. You know what I mean? I have no problem saying it. So Canelo, I definitely love what he's doing. I think he's going to crush Sergey. I just feel like his body work is going to be tremendous in that fight. And I think Sergey going to break down. I actually think this is a cash out for Sergey. But still, Kovalev is Kovalev. You see what he just did to Anthony Yarde, a young, you know, fit and shape guy. So I have the utmost respect for what he's doing.
Would you like to see that third fight between Canelo and Golovkin?
Me personally, I've lost the thrill of it is not there for me. You know, the first two, it was extremely there, but I'd be lying if I said that I carry the same thrill to see that matchup again. I kind of can, I can imagine it. You know, it's not, you know, like a Spence versus Crawford.
Yeah.
That's something we don't know what's going to happen. What style is Crawford going to bring? And will Spence adjust and things like that? You know, I don't have that same thrill for a third Triple G Canelo fight.
I was going to ask you about that fight, but you've taken the words out of my mouth.
Yeah.
So let's talk about that fight. Errol Spence obviously he's had a car crash, and we hope that, you know, he gets back to full fitness. But let's talk about that fight. That's the fight that everyone's talking about at 147 pounds. Give me your sort of analysis on that fight. I know you just said that you don't know, but I'd like to divulge more into it.
Spence cannot fight him with one solid style. And I feel like that's one thing that Spence is kind of infamous for. Is he's gonna break you down with his style. It's a very fundamental style. It's strong. It's a sturdy style, and it can get you anytime. He can take you out anytime. But I feel like Terrence Crawford has shown so many different styles, so many different techniques that he has that he would make. If any fighter came into a fight with one style against Terrence Crawford, he would have the canvas to just make you look foolish, because he'll change it up on you so many times. You'll look like almost like a chicken with your head cut off, just trying to figure out something that's different with the same tools. It's not gonna work. So I feel like in Spence's camp, if he takes a adjuster's approach, where he knows he has to bring in like probably 3 or 4 different styles just to counter the different things that Terrence will do, I think that he'll be able to catch Terrence with the right shots and ultimately let his power shine through. But that's another thing that I think has to be accounted for is that Crawford has shown that he's a devastating puncher with what he just did to Benavidez. That shot was deadly. And it was, it was accurate deadly. And that's the one thing that I love about a fighter is when they're accurate deadly. That reminds me like Roy Jones. You got some fighters who beat guys down, and then you have some guys who hit you with the power just right, and they take you out. So that fight is 50-50 for me, but you just got my analysis of it. It's a lot, but that's what I
like that. I want to talk about one more fight. Anthony Joshua, Andy Ruiz Jr. rematch in Saudi Arabia. Talk to me about that fight. How do you see this rematch playing out?
I was very close to that first fight because I fought on the card. And I seen Joshua, and I still believe that something was wrong with Joshua physically. I don't think he was 100% in that fight. Something tells me, as a fighter, you just kind of know when somebody's a little bit off or something's not right or they're a little sick or their head's not in it 100%. Something tells me. I didn't even do research on if something came out or not. But I think that Joshua actually had. This is gonna be hard to say because Joshua is my stablemate. He's matched. I love Joshua and I need him to win. But if he doesn't make adjustments, if he comes in with the same kind of straight up style and things like that, that's gonna allow him, Andy Ruiz, to throw those looping shots that will take a fighter like that out because your head is just on the line. This guy is getting low. You have to throw awkward punches down low, and that gives Ruiz the opportunity to just wing away at your head up top. So I think Anthony's doing the right thing by getting smaller so he can be more nimble and break and slip a lot more than he did in the first fight. Rather than just trying to catch his shots on the gloves, because if he hits you on the tempo just right, we just seen what can happen. So I think Anthony is making the perfect adjustments by getting smaller, leaner, and that's gonna make it easier for him to move and make him a more nimble fighter. Also, too, that's gonna allow him to throw more shots. And I think he's doing the right thing. I have faith that he'll win this fight, but I also am a fan of Andy Ruiz. And Andy Ruiz is making changes. He's getting smaller. So if he's getting smaller, that means his hand speed is going to pick up. I don't know if his power is going to stay, but his hand speed is going to pick up. And that's one thing that he's known for is that hand speed that he has. So I'm going for Anthony, but I have a lot of respect for Andy. And but I think Anthony is going to pull this one out. I think that he's going to catch Andy with a shot that's going to be a little more clean because he's a little more lean and precise now. And I think Andy won't be able to recover from the shot like he did in the first fight.
Cool. I'm going to give you the mic. I'm going to let you sign yourself out this interview. So tell the fans wherever you want to tell them.
Okay. First off, I would like to say, man, watch out for me. Because I'm trying to bring something completely different to the game of boxing, something fun, something that everybody can enjoy, not just boxing fans, not just boxing gurus, but everybody. I want kids who play soccer to look up Ammo Williams and see some amazing highlights and things that inspire them, you know what I mean? And to the youth, do what you want to do, live how you want to live. Obey your parents, of course. But, when it comes down to dreams and stuff like that, you got to do what you want to do. And on my Instagram and all my socials are pretty much Ammo Williams. YouTube is coming very soon, and that will be Ammo Williams. Follow me, shout me out and things like that. I like to get back to my fans. So that's about it. Ammo Williams loves the fans, loves the game of boxing, and I'm going to bring y'all something real new. And shout out to Fight Hype, baby.
Thank you very much for talking to FightHype.com.